Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, where I think this is already. Yeah, I think this is already. So let's kaboom this as nighttime falls. They're still sending some planks around. I'm not sure where they're going with that. Oh, some of these are still done. Let's kaboom this. Pop, 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 pop. There we go. We can also get rid of some of this stuff on top here. So don't need to do that there anymore. And if we rotate around, there's a few more little bits and pieces that are going there, but that's okay. That's okay. The floor, the contamination of the floor doesn't really matter all that much. It will affect beavers, but it's like a beaver has to be stood on contaminated floor forever before it does anything to them. So yeah. Okay, so that's there, and then we want to put in double platform in here, don't we? Like this. But what I want to do is put in, pause, the bad water pumps. So how do I want to do this? We can't get that many in here because I haven't made it big enough. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Okay. So we get rid of the stairs. We get rid of that there. And we get rid of that there. And the bad water pumps will go in. We're going to get 5 in, can't we? I don't know how many I need. So I'm going to do that. I don't think that would affect the beaver inside that one there. I'm not entirely sure. So, yeah. But I don't think it would affect the beaver, even though it's pouring onto the back of that. And if I want to put more in here, I'm going to have to actually extend this out one more. So let's do that before we finish this up. Let's cancel that, do that. Let's put in a row there. Don't need that path around there anymore. That's not needed. And then we'll put in the irrigation barrier there instead. With that on top. And we'll change this one here for a ladder. Like so. Doop. I don't think I actually need stuff going down here anymore. So let's remove all of that and the path of the back as well. There we go. Got rubble over there we need to deal with. That's fine. And let's put in a giant water container like here. Actually, I'm going to move it over by one there. So we do have the ability to run the path down the side if we want to. So yeah. And this will be for bad water. Speed up time again. Okay. Run a path along there. And then yeah. Okay. And then if we open this guy, we'll fill up below. See, the bad water's spreading all around because we don't have these ones here because they require treated planks. I have turned the treated planks back on again. That's fine. Oh. Right, drop that down to 50. Cut that off. Stop working down here. We went too far. 0.75 too much. So we'll go 50. We'll fill it up halfway. And then the pump's going to come and pump it down again. Okay, they're still coming out here, but that's okay. We didn't get any beavers sick or injured or anything like that at all. Cool. Okay. Right. So there's that one done there. This is done here. I'm still not quite sure how we're going to do this. I do like the idea, what Kaboom mentioned, come up from the bottom. Build platforms up from the bottom, let them fill in from the bottom up, and call one of them Leonardo, as in he's building the Sistine, or painting the Sistine Chapel, but this is building the something else, I don't know. 2 buildings need water. What buildings would they be? Oh yes, we're in a bad tide, aren't we? So this ran out. Yeah. Okay, so this is something that I need to address. However, because we're going to do double flooring now, we can change this up. We can actually make this a much larger pool. So we could have the pumps maybe in a small area off to the side, and then the water going there. So the pumps pump water during the good water, and then they just stop during the bad tide. So that's okay. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Right. Okay. However, this is the one we want to deal with. So I have, as you can see, built the platforms up and around, and you see they've chopped them down because they've done this here. Remember they was all flowered out like this. They was all mushroomed out, but because they've put in the platforms, it's broken them off. So what I want to do is come in here, and I want to grab this and delete this, like so. And oof, what that does is then go a small amount, a big amount, a big amount, and then solid floor. Okay. However, this now feels wrong. 1, 2, 3, out. Let's go with it. Let's go with it and see if I've messed this up. So remove that. Oof. Remove all of those. Oof. Remove those. That one's all messed up because there's holes over there. Let's go down and remove all of these. Remove those. And remove those. Okay. Dump, 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 dump. Ah, no, that is correct because this is too deep. This hole was built too deep. It doesn't need to be too deep. It needs to be like half deep. So yeah, okay. I also need to change these guys instead of being 0.75. Let's go 0.6 or something because they keep flooding. There we go. And there we go. So that's what we need to do. So we need to come down to this height on the next floor down. Blow it all out and just leave the platforms, the columns, and then we remove. Then we delete those columns, and it will cause this effect to happen. And then we blow down 2 levels, and we have our floor. And it's very simple and very easy, and job is done. Awesome. I think I have paused all of my planks. I have paused all the plank makers because we have so many planks just lying around. It'll be fine. But when we start building the next floor, that's when we require stuff. So this is the next floor here. So yeah. So that's the ground floor. That's the actual floor of the floor. Then we go 1, 2, 3, boom, level that one up there, blow this one out here. Now we need to fill this one in over here because this is all sorts of messed up and hasn't actually done the same thing as the other, which means there's big holes here, so we need to do stuff with this here. What I need to do is I need to fill this in. I need to fill this all in and then blow it all out again, which is kind of awkward, but it's sort of what we have to do. I think it's what I have to do. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to fill this in. Hello. But it's all the way in up to the top, which is it is a bit wasteful. I know it's a bit wasteful, but don't use that. It's going to be the best way for us to do this. So do this like that. It's just going to be the easiest way for stuff to work that way. Oh, that did not fill in properly, did it? No, that did not fill in properly. I messed that up somehow. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh wow. Really? How do I manage that? That is annoying, actually. That is really annoying. Yeah, that is really annoying. Because they won't fill it in properly. That's the problem. They won't fill it in properly. So, right, okay. Let me... Yeah, they won't fill it in properly, unfortunately, because they if there's a gap in it, they'll fill in this one and then won't fill in the one below it, and then there'll be a gap and it'll be awkward when we come to doing stuff inside here. So Even if I fill it in now, they won't do it because it's now in the wrong order. So, okay, right. Give me a moment. Let me sort this out. Okay, hopefully that sorted that out up there. But let's go back to exploding things. So, kaboom! There we go. Awesome. And then we run a double stack in here of platforms. Doop. And we put in the bad water pump there and there. And there we go. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Beautiful. This one is not the same as the rest, but it doesn't matter because it's still connected fine because it's laying on top of this here. So that's fine. I do really hope that it doesn't conduct the bad water through the roof to the floor above. If it does, we might have to do something about this. I don't know what, but we'll figure something out, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, and this needs correcting here, but this is a bit more awkward. It's a bit more awkward because we need to... yeah, it's something that needs to be done on every... Like, every floor is going to have this exception in the corner of the... Yeah, it's just not going to do the thing here. Let's turn it off now. We don't need that much dirt anymore. Plus, that injures beavers. So, yeah, we'll have to do something in this corner with the overhangs. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We might blow a square out all the way down around that. Like, stop. Not at the top. Stop. Like here. And just... blow out all the way down to bedrock and then put back in the floors we need. I think that might help. We have an unconnected building. That would be you. Yeah, that's fine. You'll get there in the end. Okay. Right. So, okay. That middles needs to be done there. That needs to be done there. That's fine. So... with that loud car going by outside, what do we have here? We've got mess ups here on the holes because of stuff. Yeah, that's... I filled the hole in, but apparently I missed a little bit. Okay. Okay, I don't even know if they can fix half these things, the little holes here and stuff. I don't know. But we'll leave it for the minute. So, okay. So what do we want to do on this floor? That's the question. What do we want to do? We can also take out this here. Let's do that. Oop. Oh, no, I don't want to take out the center one, do I? No. And then we just want to go up and basically... do this. I think I might just get rid of all of them on every floor. I might just do this, which is not, you know, it would be easier if we did it with the explosives and stuff, but I'm just going to do that. That's going to be easier for us. Let's just do that. That'll be fine. And we'll stick a ladder in, like there. And put one in there as well. There you go. Boom. And then we can get up there. Awesome. Okay. So that'll clear that one out there. Beautiful. Okay. We have still got the back wall that I haven't done. This is also something that's a bit messed up. I think what I need to do is come to here, put a tunnel around there, and the same below it, but I can't do that because we need supports underneath there. Like that. There's got to be a better way of doing this. There's got to be a better way of doing it. Like that. And then we put a ladder in on the end there as well. So, in fact, what I'll do is get rid of that one. Yes, and put a ladder in the corner. so. And then we can put that back in again. And there we go. Awesome. And then just run a path into that ladder. And there we go. And then you should be able to blow all that up. And then as they blow that up, these edges will all fall off. And then it will start building up again from this height out, which would be much better for us. There we go. Okay. Okay. Little bits and pieces to be done. Little bits and pieces to sort out. That is fine. That is beautiful. We don't have that many beavers. Unfortunately, we need to get some more beavers going. Food is good. Water is good. I'm going to re-enable these two. And then we're going to come down here and now. So, yeah. What do we want to do with this level? I don't have a clue. Okay. So, I still have no idea what I want to do here. I've been mucking about with these little bits and pieces here. I'm going to round these off. Try and get a bit more space around them. Just because I can, basically. I'm thinking food processing. I'm thinking food processing can go here. So, we'll go with anything food related. Can possibly go here. Maybe the coffee brewer will go down where the coffee is, but we're going to have what's the next crop? The next crop is cassava, so I have cassava here, and then we're going to have the fermenter to ferment cassava, but we could also put mushrooms on this one as well because we've got the hydroponic gardens, so maybe we could do mushrooms on this one, maybe even algae, and do something with the algae. I don't know. The ground floor is going to be metal and bad water processing, so this is where we're going to make all our the centrifuges and metal, and yeah, that's going to be on the ground floor down here. So, and then we've got all the other floors which is going to have food and a little bit, so we'll see how that goes. However, if we go back to the surface and then come down, I am trying to blow up this strip along here to open this wall out along the outside as well. So we'll get to that. But what we can do in the center is we can actually blow this up now because this is ready to go. So if I take out this here, poof, we go up, up, up again, it opens out, up again, it opens out, up again, and there we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That one can actually be shrunk even further if I wanted to. I don't really think I need to. Yeah, I'll also take out that corner there because the first ones can be just across, and the second ones enlarge, and the third ones get larger, and the fourth ones, and then it all connects. So that's not a problem. That's not a problem at all because we've got 2 floors. So, so it doesn't need to be this big. We can make this one smaller if we wanted to. I'm going to leave it for a minute. It's fine. It's fine. We need to recenter these. I don't know where the district's going to actually go. Oh, District 3. I'm surprised everything hasn't fallen apart. I'm trying to I'll put it somewhere in the center just because it makes sense to put it in the center, and yeah, that'd be the best way to do it. So, but what I think I need to do is wait for some more beavers to be born, because this will catch up now and we'll increase our population. I think we're at like 130 population with all these. 1, 2, 3, 6, 12. 12 times 8 would be 96, but we're definitely above that. Do we have the first level of happiness then? Is that a thing? No, we don't. Wonder why we're above the 96 then. Maybe these don't do 8. Maybe these don't do 8. Maybe they do 10. I thought it was 8. I thought each one supports 8 beavers. Average happiness is 6, and to get the next level of health, you need 7. So we shouldn't be getting 20% plus beavers, but they are definitely producing more. Strange. I guess my calculations are wrong for it. But well, it doesn't really matter. So, right down to old age. I wish it would tell you the age. That would be nice. That'd be nice if it told you in brackets the age, so I can figure out how old beavers are living to. But what I think I need to do is I need to wait for this to be emptied out of planks and rubble and stuff, and come down here and we start doing this floor here with the planks and rubble and bits and pieces. So we'll get rid of that there. So that'll use up the planks in this area here. All the columns are in the right places here, so this should be fine. And then we just put in explosives and blow down. So easy peasy. Oh, do you know what? I might actually put a storage in there for mangroves. So we don't have any mangrove storage. I could put mangrove storage in the center, but that's kind of awkward to get to. So we'll probably just make that berries. Yeah. Okay. 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 Right. So I'm going to let this clear. I'm going to... then I'm gonna let this clear. We'll be right back once this is cleared and we can move on. Okay, so this floor is still clearing. However, I've noticed a mistake. Can you see it? Can you see it? I messed this column up in the center. So I have put in dirt. So the bad tide touches the dirt and escapes. And Yep, so we're going to have to destroy the entire column all the way down and rebuild it. That's okay. That's okay. We can do that. We can do that. That's not a major problem. It gets rebuilt from the top anyway down. But it needs to be made of levees all the way down to here. Or at least as far down as it can go. I can't really do levees down here because this is the water source block, so I can't get any further than that. I have to put irrigation barriers in like around this to affect this floor. I'm not too fussed about the lowest floor. There's not going to be any food down here. I'm really not fussed about this down here, so this will be fine. And we'll just come up to this one, and this one will change to be, well, this one's kind of got to be dirt, I suppose, because there's no way for me to not have dirt in this one. This one's got to be dirt, and then the rest can be columns, can't they? Because we can't do anything here. I can't put levees in on top of these. And you can't build platforms on top of them. Which is a little annoying. I would like to be able to build platforms on top of that. And I certainly can't have overhangs inside there. Because we can't build the overhangs in there. And also, they would then let the water out, so we can't do that. So one floor is going to have to be bad tide. Gonna have this floor is going to have to be bad. Nothing I can do about that. And then every floor above that will be that way. So yeah, okay, cool. There is, however, something we can do here. So let's go down to, we are starting to mine out this by the looks of it, which is beautiful. So I'll go to that. Oh, why did I not mine that one out? Why did I mine that one out? Mine that one out too. No, this is fine. Okay, we need to run a path along here for the duration of that and the duration of that. There you go, but so you can do that. What we can do here is we can figure out the food we want to plant. We want to do cassava. We know that. We know we want to do cassava. So, question is, how far out do we come with the path? I've forgotten. Let's bring up our little tool thing here. And is it 8 by 8? It is 8 by 8. Okay. And then goes to 40 by 40. Okay, so turn that one off there. That is Shift Alt and X for anyone wondering. You can bring this up here. It will open up like this. You can open the cursor panel and it will tell you the coordinates. The pink box is where you're looking, so it tells you the coordinates, so you can see exactly where things are to measure stuff properly. So if we bring this up here, bring this back up here, go to 8 by 8, which is there, and then we'll drag down till we go to 8 by 40, which is there, and drag along. This will go to 40, which is there, and then that one drags along to here, and then that one drags along to there, and then we'll disconnect that one there. There we go. Awesome. None of this dirt here has been put in either. Oh, wrong one. So I'm really not sure about this one here. The problem is that I need the dirt on top. I need the dirt up here. So, but the beavers can't get up here, so I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure that one out. I should probably just get them filling the whole thing in from the bottom, like I said before. Which I might then, I might go and do. We might go and do that sort of next. I'll prioritise that, and we'll get that doing that down there. This hasn't been built here as well because the beavers actually can't get up here. They can't physically get to the centre of this, I don't think. Too far from the district centre, yeah. So I might need to remove this and rebuild it from like one side along, and then get the beavers on top of it and build it, and then build this one, and then build this one, so on and so forth. So the beavers need to be able to come up to this platform, build this one, then build the one above, and carry on like that. So I need to break it down. I need to break it down a little bit better than that. So, however, let's come to here now. So we want to put cassava in here, but we don't want to go all the way here. How far did we go? We didn't go to the edge of that. We went to here, didn't we? Okay. So let's remove some of these excess roads I've got dotted around all over the place. Those ones, and get rid of those ones, and get rid of those ones. We should still be able to reach over to here. Yes, we can. Yep, that's cool. Okay. There we go. That's a nice, pretty little pattern going on there. We also don't need the one in the centre as well. Let's get rid of that. There you go. Put on. Okay. And we want to plant cassava all around the outside, but we want to put in a couple of food farmhouses. Right, hold on. I did put the doors to the inside. Interesting. I wonder why I chose to do that rather than the outside. Hold on there. So there, flip. I think also it covered more. They like these ones at this corner of it. So yeah. Okay, so cassavas. Oop, oh, there'd be a road down there. And this would be cassavas 2. This would be cassavas 2. And be cassavas, is that correct? Yes, there we go. Awesome. Okay, so there's all the cassavas. That needs to be then fermented into cassavas that they can actually eat. I'm not sure kind of how many we're going to need. So, yeah, but we also want to do the hydroponic gardens. Now, they require a lot of water. So, what I'm wondering is maybe we could do 2. No, that won't work. We have to use these paths. These paths don't have to be here like this. The paths can go wherever. So long as we connect the inside to the outside and back again, it's fine. So if we were to say, for instance, well, there's going to be something funky going on with the path here, isn't there? Because it's going to do this weird thing here for stuff. So that's fine. That's fine. This also doesn't need, I actually don't need this storage here. I probably want to replace this storage with water tank, so let's empty that. Just realised, so yeah. Let's also remove all this here. What will this do for us? Oh, that's going to remove the, it's going to get rid, yes, that's what I want to do. I want to remove, they haven't gone up, ah, damn it. They haven't actually gone up and built the stuff above. No, no. Oh well. Yeah, I wanted them to build, I wanted to dig out this up here as well. Yep. Okay, okay, mistakes were made. That's fine, that's fine. Can I get rid of... Oh. Yes, I can. Awesome. Okay. Then we can put in a ladder. Oh, not 2 of them. Don't need 2 of them. Oh. Ah, I don't need to. I need to remove this one. Yes. Then put in a ladder here, and then there, and then an explosive, a tunnel on top like that. There we go. Okay, and that will destroy that, and that will get rid of that there, and that'll be fine. Okay. Many mistakes were made when originally building this out, but I have learned from those mistakes, which is a good thing, which is a very good thing. I don't know why you're hungry, because there's plenty of food around, I suppose, because you've gone all the way down to pick up dirt and come back up again. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, so there's that there. So we want to put in hydroponic farms here as well. That's going to have water in the corner. We kind of want access to water as well, so we might need to have mega tanks here. So I'm going to put water there. Oh, hello. Can't build up because of that. Yep. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So I need to clear this out and do this in bits and pieces. So, okie dokie. I've got other stuff that needs doing. So let's let them do this here. That'll be fine. I might get in and try and do the water thing as well. And what we'll do is we'll come back next episode and we will carry on from there. Because this needs work and that needs work and everything needs work. And I'm going to have to kind of babysit this because I don't think they're going to build it properly. I really don't think they're going to build it properly. So, yeah, see, they've done that and they haven't done stuff below it. So, it's all going to be... Okay, so we'll leave this here. We shall come back next time and we shall carry on from there. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I do hope to see you again in the next one. Until then, as always, have fun.